Good on you, Kath. Thanks for that. Here's a man who's been here for 349 games. He couldn't make it to 350, but I tell you what, mate. I don't think you're going out in that kit.
No, it's a bit sticky, Gaz. I've got the old Gatorade shower, and yeah, it was good fun. The boys brought myself and Leone in, so yeah, no, very nice. Good gesture.
Congratulations, first of all, from all of us at Fox Footy. You've had an outstanding career here. You've helped. Here we go. That's geez, you're giving you a nice old dousing. Well, I know you can't. You got no comeback.
I can't do anything about it.
Although you can find him when you get back in the big chair. You helped turn this football club around with the help of some great football people, and it must mean a fair bit. Well, I know it means a lot to you. What are the emotions like right now?
Yeah, it was really strange coming to the game knowing it was the last one. Been here for 11 years, so yeah, so that part's a bit sad. I love Clubland. I've been the CEO for 25 years, so but looking forward to the next chapter. And so it was an interesting one coming to the game. But I was hopeful and confident we'd win, so I'm glad that happened.
There are no wins at the AFL, so in the final minutes when you're riding the highs and lows of it, did you take a moment to go, well, I probably won't have this feeling for a while?
No, well, that's exactly right. And when they kicked that goal, and I thought, oh, no, don't tell me we're going to get pipped at the post, because I thought we did it, I thought we dominated for long periods and didn't put them away. But yeah, that's right. That's the great part of Clubland. You do have the highs and lows, and now I'll be watching games and probably having a look at the umpires and checking the rules out and doing a few other things. But as I said, I'm looking forward to it, and I think it'll be great.
Have you had to think about what you'll miss from Clubland?
Oh, yeah, I miss that interaction, especially with the boys and the girls for that matter. You have those roller coasters. There's the goods and bads. Mostly for us, fortunately, the last few years it's been mostly good. We've won a lot of games of footy, and but yeah, just seeing the development and where we've come from. Yeah, it's been a great ride.
Have you watched footy with a different eye set and a different mindset in the last month or so, since you've known that you're going to the big house?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Just some of the nuances, because I've said before, in the last few days, that I think the game's it's a great game and it's in good health. So my thing, I think, will be tweaking things. I mean, I want to talk to the clubs about what they see, but there's some things that I think are pretty evident. Like, I think I was quoted yesterday saying that the game's too long.
Hallelujah, brother.
Yeah, we wait for too many people to all that stuff. So hopefully we can get into that pretty quickly, and even for that, waiting for ruckman, if there's guys there, just throw the ball up and get on with it, that sort of stuff. So, because I think the quarters are averaging 35 minutes now, and it's too long.
You're the Lord of the Ark now, Swanee. Can you do anything about this, the delays tonight?
I don't know whether they were testing us out there tonight, because how many reviews were there? About 5?
Yeah, and the last one was about the longest we've had.
Yeah, forever. So, look, hopefully there's some technology around that that we can speed that up and maybe even get that more accurate. So hopefully, that we can. I think there's some meetings around some new technology, so hopefully we can get that done.
Well, what's the night hold tonight? You're going out with a bang.
Well,
surely.
I've got a lot of family and friends here, and we'll have a few quiet ones, a couple of reds tonight. Probably watch the replay, last one, and then move on. But I fly down to Melbourne on Sunday night, and I'm in the office on Monday morning, so here we go.
I'll stand by, because you're going to get bombarded. Have you got one favourite player? Come on, put it out there. Did you have one over your years?
I feel bad, but I love Froggy Lester.
Oh, yeah.
But I've given him 1-year contracts for about 8 years, so I feel really bad. I wanted to give him an extension. Even tonight, he was outstanding. He was really good. He's such a great human being. He was the one who came to me the other day and said, listen, if we win, we're going to bring you into the song. So,
nice.
Yeah, we all love Frog. He's a beauty.
Well, mate, again, it's been a fantastic success. Wherever you've been, you've had great success. So the AFL's in good hands. When you do get your feet under the desk on Monday, you've got a hell of a lot of work to do. You're going to have a lot of people knocking on the door, but I know you're up to it. So well done and congratulations.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Jared.
Thanks, Kath.
Pleasure to have Greg Swann join the boys in the Lions change rooms. Geez, interesting. Straight into it on Monday morning, and we know what he's attacking first. He just told us game's too long. Do you agree with that? Would you like to see?
Absolutely. I think we got a preview in COVID. I think, what was that, 18 minutes plus time on?
Yeah.
Maybe. And that felt about right to me. So a 25-minute quarter seems about right. I think the way that the world's going, that certainly my kids, their attention span doesn't last as long as it probably used to.
It's been a discussion point for a long time, and there's been different things put in place, but it hasn't really changed it. I think on this side of as the stakeholder in the broadcasting and ads, etc., that becomes a big part of the equation for the AFL to consider. But I'm pretty sure we can work that out. 35
minutes. Average quarters at the moment.
Ads,
it's too long.
They don't show ads.
Everything else in the game, everything else in the world is becoming...
They don't apply here.
Correct. No, of course not.
It was fitting, actually, that Greg Swann mentioned Ryan Lester, because he is tonight's KFC FLG MVP, the 4th highest rated game of his career in his 15th season. He was pretty pivotal down back.
Yeah, he was. It's like Swanee read our rundown, but and I think he's genuine. He said he's probably had 8 one-year contracts, so he's always played on the edge and lived on the edge. How many times have you seen him do this over his career? But I mean, he finishes the game with 10 intercept possessions, 4 intercept marks, 7 or 8 spoils. So a player that has got absolutely everything out of his ability, and such a competitor.
Well, you think about what sides do to set up that one intercept player. So Darcy Gardner was brought in to play as the second tall so that Leicester could play on talls and smalls and then play on his guy and then off to intercept. So that's how much esteem he's held in and how important his role was tonight, and he executed it brilliantly.
Yeah, quite often when they sent a number up to the stoppage, he was the one player that was able to be spare, and those players tend to organise everyone around them. So, great leadership.
He is a fitting MVP tonight, thanks to KFC. And don't forget,
good.
you can get, that's it, say it again, but when you're on camera.
Finger looking good. Finger licking good.
Crumbled under pressure.
He saw himself in the TV, said, finger looking good.
What do I look like tonight? Don't forget, you get involved and win some KFC vouchers of your own just by heading to the website each and every Friday night and voting for your KFC FLG MVP. Let's head back down into the Lions change rooms, because Jared Waitley is with the coach, Chris Fagan.
Chris Fagan, congratulations. Did you make that a little bit harder than it needed to be?
It felt like that, Jared. I mean, we've had 10 more shots and won by 10 points, and there's probably a few others that we missed as well. So I thought generally we played well. We did all the things we needed to do to beat the Dogs, but they kicked incredibly accurately, and we butchered a few chances.
So they're the most prolific scoring team in the comp, and you've held them to 16 shots. So would you regard that as a badge of honour? Yeah,
it's a great defensive effort. There's no doubt about that. If you had said to me at the start of the day, you'll keep them to 16, I thought, well, we'll win then. So good job by everybody, not just the defenders, but everybody up the field who stopped them from getting their normal ball movement.
So the set shot kicking had been a scourge until Will Ashcroft takes that last moment at the end.
Yes. Well, it didn't matter because we knew we had the game won by then, but it was a great shot. I think the Ashcrofts kept 5 between them tonight, didn't they? So, it's one to them, I reckon. They got us over the line.
How are they progressing, not just as a pair, but Levi's played every game and he's forging his case, I think, for the rising star.
Yeah, he's done well because he's probably not playing where he's going to play his best football eventually as an inside mid, because we've got a few good inside mids. But he's learning to play wing, and he's learnt the role. It's a disciplined sort of a role. He's adjusted to it, and he'll be a better player down the track because he's learnt to play in another position other than inside mid. You know, when he becomes really good as an inside mid, if he's getting tagged and not getting a kick, we know we can put him to the wing.
You've had Oscar back for 2 now. He did look good at stages tonight, and you've kept Fort with him. What's your thinking around your ruck duo?
Yeah, it'll be another discussion point this week. Just didn't want to throw O to the Wolves, just come back in and be on your own. So he and Forty have been able to work together well over the last couple of weeks. It'll probably a little bit depend on who we play and how many ruckmen they've got. Like if we come up against Collingwood, for instance, and they've got Cox and Cameron, well, we might play Fort and McInerney. So it just all depends on our opposition, I think.
And you've got them both playing well. As Fort has found his groove.
Yes. He played well in the grand final for us last year. He's one of those guys that can step up. He's very experienced. He's 30 years old, and I think he hasn't played his 50th game yet, Jared, but hopefully he'll get to that milestone because he deserves to.
I think it's a night where we all get to salute Hugh McCluggage and what he's been able to do. And there's that moment in the third quarter where he takes the kick into the middle for Archie, who gets it to Berry and kicks the goal. As we felt if there was one moment that was emblematic of the damage he can do, it was right there for us.
Yeah, he's a fantastic footballer. He's a magnificent human being, to be honest. There's so many layers to Huey McCluggage. The thing about it is I apologise to him tonight before the game because, you know, I've coached him for 200 games. He hasn't had anyone else, but how fortunate am I to have coached him and got to know him. He's one of those people that just works really hard on his game, and he's worked really hard at becoming one of our strong leaders as well. And he'll always walk into my office, and if there's something he doesn't like going on around the place, he'll tell me.
Yep.
And coaches, we love that. So and so quickly to get to 200, like pretty good effort.
Yeah.
And he was involved in a few hidings early days, so he's got a lot of resilience as well.
You are pretty unflappable down on the bench. There's a moment in the first quarter where the Zorko injury, there was something that irritated you. Just what can you recall?
No, I
Had
can't.
the ankle or the leg injury?
No, I can't recall. I'm a goldfish, Jared. I move on pretty quickly.
A little flash of anger. We didn't mind that.
Yeah.
So that's win number 13 and a draw. How are you plotting out the season? Do you go, right, that's qualification, or still a little bit to do?
No, I think there's still a bit to do. I mean, I know a few of the teams play each other, but I think we need another couple of wins to feel comfortable that we're going to make the finals. And then it's going to be interesting because you probably won't need too many more wins to make the 8 than you will to make the top 4.
Yeah.
But we're very much just taking the next game as it comes. We've got a terribly hard draw, the hardest of anyone, I think. So we just got to get ready for next week now.
Fags, always appreciate it. We'll let you get to the presser.
Thanks, Jared. Cheers, mate.